Hello, everybody. Welcome to the English Matters grammar lesson for each one of us. In this lesson, we are going to study about letters. To begin with, we'll see what is a letter. A letter where you address problems. It can be of different types. Basically, there are two types of letters, formal and informal. In this lesson, we will focus on informal letters. Okay? Informal letters are those kind of letters which you write to your friends, relatives, or to someone with whom you can talk casually. On a friendly term. So it has a different style. So in this lesson, we are going to understand how an informal letter is written. Now, before we begin, we need to understand the purpose. Why do we write an informal letter? The reason behind is to describe some event like birthdays, to inquire about someone's health. Suppose you want to know about your grandfather's health, you write a letter to him. That is an informal type of letter. One can ask also about his experiences, about visit a particular place. Say, for instance, in the last month you visited Red Fort. So you want to share experience how the entire journey was. Then you use the informal way of writing this letter to someone you want to inform about it. Okay, so let's go ahead quickly and see the format. Now here we have this the address of the writer. Say, for instance, you write a letter, then you will write your address. So say, for instance, I'm writing a letter, then my address will be right there on the top. After we write the address, complete address, then you leave a line, then put the date. Then again you leave a line and the salutation part comes in. What are the different ways of salutation? We'll have a slide on this. Just wait for that. Then you leave one line and come to the body of the letter. So basically, body of the letter is divided in three parts. The first part, the first paragraph rather, is the introduction. Then comes the content, and then we end the letter with a conclusion. So the introduction part is something which should be catchy. It shouldn't be like a question that how are you doing? No, it can just be a hint that what is going to be the main content in the letter. Okay, then you conclude. After you conclude, then you leave a line and write the subscription. Okay, subscription, when you end the letter, you end it with yours lovingly or your loving friend. That's how we'll see the different types of subscription. And then you leave a line and you end the letter with your first name. All right. Now there is something which you need to know. Sometimes we don't leave line after salutation. Straight away you start with the letter. Suppose, dear father, it's been long I have not spoken to you. So there should not be any gap. But sometimes if your handwriting is a bit challenging, it's not legible, then you can leave a line just to make the appearance a bit neat. Then you can leave a line. Otherwise, there's no as such rule that you have to leave a line. So here you can, if you're writing very good, then you can always just go with the continuation. Right after the salutation, you can start with the body of the letter. And here also the same. You don't have to leave line after the conclusion. Straight away you say yours lovingly, and that's how you go ahead with the letter. Now this is one format. There is another format for the informal letter. More or less it's the same. Only thing is that the address and the date, they shift to the right along with the subscription and the first name where you end the letter. Rest remains on the left. Most of the times we stick with this format. So this is something it's very easy to follow. Everything on the left of, you can also go ahead with this format. There's no problem with this. Now I've given few salutation. Suppose you're writing a letter to your father, you can say dear father, dear mother, my dear father, my dear mother. Or to someone with a first name, or dear Sarah, my dear Animesh, something like that. Okay, you can also address to a distant one with you are talking to casually, but you can address that person with the last name, like dear Mr. Smith, okay, dear Miss Paul, something like that. Dear uncle, dear auntie, dear aunt with the first name. So these are the few salutation I have listed here. You can do some more research to find out salutation depending on whom you're writing the letter to. Got subscription. Subscription, where you end the letter with these subscriptions, yours lovingly or your loving friend. It cannot be yours lovingly friend. So either you have to choose either yours lovingly or your loving friend, yours faithfully or your faithful friend, yours sincerely or your sincere friend, yours affectionately or your affectionate friend. Okay, this is how you go ahead with the subscription. Let's go ahead. I've got a format here. It's a sample informal letter. Write a letter to your friend to tell him about your favorite game. So let's see how we go about it. So I have written the address, 5/15 Lake Garden, South City Lane, then leaving a line, then I wrote the date. Okay, then I left one more line, then said dear Ria, greetings. Okay, salutation. After salutation, if you want to leave a line, you can always go ahead and leave a line. If you don't want, I told you, depends how is your handwriting. If it is pretty good, neat in appearance, then you don't have to leave a line. Straight away, you start right below the comma. And I hope this letter finds you in the pink of your health. It's been long. I have not been able to talk to you face to face. Okay, then it leads to the main content part that you're going to describe about your favorite game. I received your letter a week ago in which you had praised so much about soccer. I don't want to dispute your opinion. You were absolutely right when you said that soccer I think I'm missing out something. Soccer is the most enjoyable game on this planet Earth, something like that. So I have ended here. After this, what I've written, I don't want to dispute your opinion. You were absolutely right when you said that soccer develops muscles, strength, but I find it violent and harming at times. It is true that it promotes teamwork and sharing. Nonetheless, I find it unsafe and it is not my favorite. When it comes to pick my favorite game, it is always cricket. Though it is a bit lengthy, but nothing can replace the joy I receive when I watch the players neatly dressed and play on the ground. The game of cricket brings balance, flexibility, and coordination. Ria, so this is the conclusion. I have not left line. Okay, so it is not needed. However, if you want to leave, you can leave a line and continue from there. Here, I have not. Sorry, Ria, I know you will probably be not agreeing with me on this, but I made honest remarks about my favorite game. Here the letter ends, then you leave a line with the subscription, yours lovingly, with a comma. Don't forget to put comma, otherwise you will lose out on mark. And I have written the first name, Randy. So that's how you do an informal letter. So you can also find some more topic on this and try and write informal letter. If you have any question, you can leave the question in the comment section below. And I hope this lesson helps you to sharpen your skill as far as writing of informal letter is concerned. I'll come back to you with a new lesson on formal letter. Until then, keep learning. Take care. Have a great day. Bye.